Hi there, this is your friend Anna, and the question that I've been getting the most from all of my friends is, what are we wearing? This age-old question isn't just about choosing an outfit, it's about choosing how we present ourselves to the world. I created the I Want Her Shoes podcast to dive deep into what it means to dress with intention, whether you're heading to a council meeting or just having a casual day out with your family. Join the conversation as we explore the power of personal style and the decisions that shape our public personas. Put on your favorite pair of shoes and step into my closet. So, welcome back to I Want Her Shoes podcast, where personal style meets personal power. I'm your host, Anna, and today we're getting into the topic we know a lot of women are very curious about, but rarely talk about in depth. What is it actually like to have a stylist, and what shifts when someone else, especially someone who knows you, helps you show up as your boldest, truest self? And to unpack that, I'm sitting down with two of the most delightful humans, Samantha, and her real life BFF and stylist Steven. Yes, besties. Yay! Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
It's amazing to have you, and you guys are such a hype team, emotional support, glam squad, and walking testimony to what happens when trust, creativity, and killer closet all come together, right?
That's amazing.
And this episode, we're going to really dive into the real relationship between women and their stylists, from the vulnerability, really, of the first fitting to the confidence that really builds up when you stop dressing for the world and start dressing for really you, right, as a person.
Yeah.
But before we dive into all of this, I would love to get to know you guys. First of all, how do you know each other? And also, where are you from? How did you end up in Miami? Or I think you guys are just outside of Miami. So I think You're in Palm Beach and you're up in Hollywood. So how did you end up in Florida? And how do you know each other before we dive into all this gritty good stuff?
Do you want to take it from there?
Sure. We're both from New York City. We met in the sixth grade at...
Sixth grade?
Sixth
Yeah.
grade.
in a small little private school in New York called the Garden School. And we know each other since...
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade. All right, well, until
Except
a year.
that one time in sixth grade when he said he didn't want to be my friend. But we'll save that
We
story.
got past that.
I see.
And Sam moved down here much sooner than I did. I came during COVID.
So you're new.
I'm new. My family was all down here already from New York, and I wasn't renewing my lease, and it was COVID, so I just packed up and came down here temporarily, and I'm still here.
Yay! Well, cheers to that.
I couldn't have been happier. I graduated grad school
Sam
down here, and
paved
I
the
was
path.
like, I'm staying. This is where I am. And then I imported him.
I love it. So I
Right?
know that you're a stylist, and what about you, Sam? What do you do for your actual
Thank you for
occupation?
asking. I'm actually a mental health therapist, but I do a lot of alchemizing therapy. So it's not just your traditional talk therapy. Like, we're going to get into somatics. I get into, basically, people are like, what do you do? Like, what's your style? I'm like, what works?
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
what I do.
Yeah.
Simple.
And how did you realize that you need a stylist? And how did you change, how did it change the way you see yourself, especially? And I think it probably happened when you moved down here, right?
Can I be honest with you? Can we just talk straight?
Of course.
Okay. When did I realize I needed a stylist? When he said, "But you need a stylist." Okay. I realized I needed a stylist. Okay, it came out like that. But in reality, as my career started to develop and things like that, I did notice that when I dressed a certain way or I showed up a certain way, my confidence changed. And then I was able to present differently. And that was an automatic, like, okay, I need some help here. So that was really cool.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
And Steven, how do you approach styling someone you're so close to? I know that you're really open to tell her that you need a stylist, and like, how do you hold space for when offering honest feedback? And
Don't lie. You don't have to lie, girl. You don't have to lie.
The truth is that it's the greatest when you style someone you know forever, because you know who they are, you know what works for them, what their goals are, what they like, what they don't like. And I think that it's easier to be honest.
Right.
It's a little easier to say, you know, you can kind of cut through the pleasantries and just be like, no, that's not working, let's move on from that. And she knows she's not fighting it.
Anymore.
Anymore. I mean, listen, we still have arguments about certain things that I want her to ditch, but she won't, and I'll respect that.
Well,
what do you say a lot? It's true, Anna. He'll just say, shut up and try this on.
Right. Well, because a lot of times she'll say, I'm never going to wear that. And I'm like, just try it on.
And
that's half the battle, just trying it on.
Yeah.
Well, you were a perfect, actually, witness to this, because I thought he picked out something frumpy for me, and I was, like, looking at it, and he laid it all out, and everything. Looks perfect. And I'm like, I don't want that.
Oh, for your birthday party.
But it looks so amazing.
But I want it! Exactly!
That's
exactly
yeah,
the
you
one
just
that I
have to
picked.
put it on. Yeah.
You have to try it on sometimes.
It's so true.
Sometimes there's just no hanger appeal in clothing. You have to make it come to life.
So you have to have trust. It sounds like trust is very important.
True.
And Steven, how did you get into styling? And do you have like a certain kind of aesthetic, or is it just kind of more about the person that you're styling?
I went to Parsons, and then I worked as a magazine editor for Gear Magazine for men's accessories. And then that magazine folded, and I went to work for a costume jewelry company and became a director of product development for them.
Amazing.
And then when they closed, and I had styled in and out over the years, but when they closed and I came down here, started styling quite a bit. And I'm sorry, what was the second part?
Is it more, do you have your own aesthetic, or is it more about the person that you're styling?
I definitely do have my own aesthetic that I bring, but I think it's individual to everyone. Because there were things that I would pick for her that I would never pick for somebody else, and vice versa. It has to go with the task at hand, who the person is. Just it's not a simple formula. I always tell people it's not an exact recipe. It's not an exact science. It's for everybody. It's individual.
Yeah. No, and do you work with like different designers that you like, or is it more again about the person and what they already like?
It's the person, what our budget is,
right?
Where they prefer to shop. I suggest things, but ultimately I get the guidance from them.
Yeah, no, that's really cool, because I hear a lot of the time here in Miami, at least, people like go to the designers and they get like all these like discounts, and they pocket a lot of the money because they take like the
commission from
the sales.
I don't I charge by a session, not by how much you spend.
Yeah. Well, I think that's better. Again, I think that is the trust. Like, I feel like there's more trust.
Right, because I'm not trying to push you into something that I'm getting a cut of.
Well, exactly.
Let's be honest.
$8,000 Fendi dress that you're going to wear once, right? Something like that.
Exactly.
Right.
And what does it really feel like to be fully seen? Like, body, energy, and lifestyle, and dress for who you really are, Sam? Now, it seems like you have that, you're doing that, you're living that, and maybe from Steven, from maybe some of your clients too, who maybe have changed also a lot and like really opened up who they are.
Yeah, it's such an interesting question, Anna, because talk about having to sometimes do a chameleon episode, right? Because sometimes I'm working with children, at which point I'm in a Yoda sweatshirt, because that's stylish for them, and to meet them there, like that's important. However, when I have to speak for something or do something like that, it's very interesting, because being small, looking small, there's a certain, what I'm trying to think of the right word, to like perception, I suppose, that you're seen a certain way. And when I show up and Steven dresses me in the way that I feel, dare I say, beautiful or confident or secure, my presentation is completely different and changes the way people see me, but also the way I see people, and it's that mirrored reflection.
Right.
And it changes the work. It really changes the work.
Does.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Do you have anything maybe from some other clients that you can share, like any stories?
Of course, now that I have to think of one, I can't off the top of my head. But I will say, though, that I think with styling, it's important that you feel your most positive, so that you can go forward to do what your intention is. If you have to make a speech, if you have to present something, if you have to, I don't know, anything important that you need to do, the last thing you should be worrying about is my outfit okay?
Right.
You should be focusing on the task at hand.
Right, and if it's not okay, it could be a disaster. Like, everything could, like, literally go.
Exactly.
Or you're not feeling confident in your clothes, so you're going like this, and you're not focusing at hand. You're worrying, God, is the shoe okay? Is this all right? And you don't want to be doing that in front of an audience or something.
Yeah, no, that's, like, 1,000% agreed. And how do you, and, like, that's a really good segue to talk about a style block. Like, I feel like we all have those days. Yeah, like, so what do you, like, the days when nothing feels right? Like, what do we do? I mean, maybe we all, maybe you can really
I can tell you what I do first. I just call him.
And then what do you tell Sam?
I always say if you're not in, if you're in a block, well, first of all, I always say to her, do what you want to do, be you, but check with me first.
That's the line. That's the line.
But if you're having a day where it's just a block, I always say go really simple. Mm-hmm. Just go simple, classic, elegant, maybe black or white or black and white. Make sure you look good, but you don't have to force anything.
Right.
Keep yourself like an open palette. And you don't have to be a fashion star every day. We all do. But there's just some days when you run out and just need to be in a black sweater and black pants and a pair of ballet flats.
So you're saying like one kind of, what is it called?
Like monochromatic.
Monochromatic,
yes. Yeah, that's always a great way.
Yeah, and that's how I feel like that's what I do if I'm kind of not sure what to do. I just pick the same color, like... Maybe for me it's not black, it might be pink or blue or something.
It's your color.
And just
purple
right now. You feel comfortable in. Right. Something simple that you feel comfortable in and don't have to overthink.
Yeah.
Because if you're not in that headspace, you don't want to keep, thinking, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
One of my favorite things that you have not said that you do to me is you'll say, honey, how many pictures have I taken of outfits for you? Go pull a Polaroid. Go pull a Polaroid, because I laid out 15 different outfits for you from this trip, this trip, this trip. Go copy.
And that's great advice, too. I think, actually...
Having a little library of outfits.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then I can literally just go back and flip and go, oh, yeah, that works with that, that works with that. I don't have to think.
Yeah.
And it's not something I have to put together.
I mean, I have clients that before they travel, we photograph everything.
Right, so they know how to put it together. Yeah.
And also, so they have the options. They don't have to think about it that day in the hotel before they have to meet their team or whatever. They just look at the pictures on their phone and they're like, okay, I'm going to wear this today. And then I'll change into this for dinner. Done.
And from a therapeutic perspective, for anyone I know that's dealing with like anxiety or stress or things like that, it's just removing those little Post-its. You know what I mean? It's like that. I don't have to do that. I don't have to think about what I'm wearing tonight. It's already done. It's like I already have my look together. Like how good does that feel?
And I feel like for a lot of people that's like a huge that's like probably like ruins their lives.
You're running, you're stressed about work, you're stressed about work.
I don't have anything to wear.
Right. Your mind is spinning.
The block. I'm in the block. What do I do? And I'm late for dinner with a Capricorn.
So no, we have high standards.
We don't be late for a Capricorn or a Sag. Just saying.
And I mean, I think also there's a lot of stigma around having a stylist, and a lot of people think it's too much. Like, and I feel like, just for celebrities, all right. And I think some stylists are too much, right? Like they will like literally put you in like gowns and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's different levels of stylists.
But I guess yes, and I feel like there is, I guess, normal people out there, normal stylists, right, for whoever, right? Like, it doesn't have to be, like, very, like, extravagant,
It doesn't have to be over celeb-y. And, like, one of the things that I love is, one of my favorite stories is when you were doing that, I don't know what you were doing, but it was for Kelly Osbourne, and I just ended up getting her takeoffs, like, whatever she didn't get. So there were those where he was, like, styling for the celebs, and that was great. I got the jacket. He's like, this isn't going to fit anybody, just take it. But then there's the women that really just want to feel better about themselves, that maybe they can only afford to shop on Amazon. Maybe they have that budget, you know what I mean? And then he comes in and is like, what do you got? And then and I see him change women, and then all of a sudden they're increasing in their career, all
Right.
this manifesting is coming true because he changed the way they feel. And it's sometimes not about the way they look, it's about how you make them feel.
Yeah.
And that's what
And
they
I mean, styling
remember.
could be at any level and any price point, really.
Right. No.
I mean, I have clients that are like, I have a business trip. I have $1,000. I need you to help me make this work.
Yeah.
For 2.5 days. We could, and what I usually do is shop their closet first, and then add
He
in
does.
because people don't realize what they have.
Yeah,
They
I,
forget, or they need somebody to show them a different light on something they already own.
And be honest, tell Anna what you really call it. What do you do in someone's closet?
Oh, if we go really, really through everything, I'm like, we're fingering the closet. Like, we're going through everything.
He's like,
but
He's like, I'm fingering you.
Yeah.
I can't.
but
Let
I,
this.
mean, I kind of find it more challenging when we have a smaller budget to work with. It's so easy to get something to have a $15,000 budget. Let's say
Right.
that's very easy.
Yeah.
But when you have a $500 budget
Yeah. That's.
for a wedding or something to go to as a wedding guest
That's
or
like a challenge
wedding
for you,
weekend.
yeah.
Oh, it's like a challenge. Yeah.
Yeah. But you could do it.
I'm up
he
for
gets
the challenge.
excited.
I love those challenges.
Yeah, he's like, I'm ready.
I love that.
Yeah.
No, that's great. And what about? Let's talk a little bit about boundaries. What?
Oh boy.
When is it just clothes and when is it therapy?
It's always therapy.
You're a therapist after all, do you all kind of swap services a little bit, or is it more,
I mean, I feel like we've been swapping services since we've been teenagers, so, it's kind of hard. She's always been somebody great to talk to, and I've always helped with clothes, so we've always been swapping.
I love that.
Yes.
No, that's a
True.
great friendship to have.
Right. And it's like if you have these gifts, whatever they are, your gifts, my gifts, like who else to use them on but your friends, you know what I mean? Like how else can you be even more supportive? So it's also cool to know what your friends. No one's coming to me for math. Well, no one is coming to me for math. Like that is no one.
No one's coming to me for IT.
But I know
No
what
one's
I do
asking
for
me about a
IT.
spreadsheet, but I could probably make you a ball skirt out of tissue paper or
I love
something.
that. Hey, I'm going to come to you for that. And what about fashion risks? Maybe two different things.
Take
What
them.
has actually paid off big and what definitely didn't? Maybe personally and also just in general for people. Like, is Birkin a really good investment? Or, is it just something that you're going to put away in the back of your closet and just be afraid to take out?
Well, that being said, one of my pet peeves is not using what you have.
Right.
I don't like saving. Use it. You bought it. You loved it. Use it. I'm not saying abuse it, but use it.
Well, I saw Marc
Enjoy it.
Jacobs taking
Enjoy it.
Birkins to the beach, like a
Right,
beach bag.
right. With the boobles on them
Yes,
and everything.
and he can do that, and I love that he's doing it.
Right.
Exactly.
It just it brings you joy, so let it bring you joy every day.
Yeah, no, I agree as well. And what about some stuff that does not really pay off? Like, what is a really bad investment in fashion, if there's anything that you could think of? Maybe there's nothing.
I
Hey,
don't know, because someone's bad investment is someone else's treasure. So that's hard
why
to
don't you say that
say.
to me when you come into my room? Why do you just throw everything in the garbage?
I don't throw anything in the garbage,
It looks like a garbage.
and
And then I never see it again.
Not everything is quite a treasure in your wardrobe. So.
we'll see you're honest
We're
enough.
working
You have
harder.
trust
We're
We have
working
trust.
to
We have
harder.
tell
trust,
her
yeah.
that.
Yes.
I love
And
that.
what I do try to do is something she doesn't want to get rid of, we try to restyle it.
He will do
And if
that.
it doesn't get restyled, then you have to get rid of it, right?
It goes in that garbage.
Well,
Or
we
goes
don't
to,
throw it away. We
no,
donate.
we donate.
We donate.
Right?
No,
Like,
we
we're all
we
about
do
recycling.
donate
Yes,
everything.
I do donate. I
Everything,
go crazy
everything,
with
everything.
that.
Even
I
if
do.
it's to the Goodwill.
Well, let's
because
talk
then they
about a
will
little bit about that.
redonate.
What are some of your favorite kind of secondhand places and online and also maybe locally too? Because we have a big local audience.
Just recently, locally, I got back into Plato's Closet, actually.
Really, I haven't been there forever.
Forever. And I hadn't been there
Right.
for so long, and I just popped in because I was next door to one. And that's been really good. I like local consignment shops.
Right.
Also local, like House of Hope, stuff like that. You end up getting some really good designer stuff.
Especially here, because there's some like really wealthy people that
If you
just
go
drop
into-
off
if-
their Louis
Yes,
there.
if you go to, and also if you go to like Boca and Del Rey, even Palm Beach.
Palm
a
Beach is where it's
treasure.
at, the
I buy a
estate sales,
ton.
right?
Yes,
like,
the
oh my god, I
estate
love it. The
sales.
estate
Yes.
sales, like I've
Yes.
found some amazing jewelry. Like I love vintage jewelry.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the estate sales are amazing.
You can do
I
it.
We should go to
recommend
one.
that.
We need to like do
Let's
that.
do
Let's
it.
do that.
Date night!
Yeah,
let's do
oh my
it.
god, that's so
That
much
was so
fun.
much
Let's do that.
Yeah,
I
brunch
would
is
never
the-
see you two again. That would be the end of it. I'd be like, where'd they go? And they'd be like hiding behind something. I'd be like, they found it. That vintage thing.
Yes. Well, it's all about like I mean, for me, it's jewelry, and sometimes you find like some really amazing pieces of
Yeah.
clothing too, like suits. I got a Chanel suit that I actually resold
That's
later,
amazing.
but it was
That's-
like a vintage
okay.
Chanel suit, like at an estate sale in San Francisco.
I mean, amazing.
Yeah, and they're like they were gonna just throw it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
See, I love that because you two would be doing it right and chasing me around the store going, that's a no, babe. That's a no. I'd be in like Easter bonnets that are like not appropriate. Like, what is she doing? Just,
Well, we say, yeah. I mean, well.
We would figure it out.
We would make it work.
we let
We
her
would make it.
We let her
No,
play.
make it
We let
work. I
her
love
play.
it.
That's
We
it.
make it work. We make it work.
And how can someone find the right stylist? Like someone, like if somebody's like, okay, like I'm, sold on this. I want to get the stylist. How, where do they go? Like, where do you even go to find a stylist? Really, they don't have a BFF.
And they should
who
probably
is a
just
stylist.
check with him first.
Of course, well, we'll share Steven's info.
Follow
But like,
the
if you
original
don't
order.
know Steven and you don't live in
mean,
Florida,
there are
like
a
where
lot
do
of-
you actually go to find a
If you
stylist?
actually could Google stylists for yourself, or like a stylist / personal shopper. Sometimes also if you go to your department stores, a Nordstrom or Bloomingdale's, there's great people on the floor that will help you and style you and become a regular. You could become
No,
a
that's
regular
true.
of theirs
very
to
true.
sort
And
of
they
get
give you,
your
like,
feet
cool
wet.
stuff, too, yeah.
Yes,
And they introduce new things. One thing
show you something
did-
that's new. Yeah,
Right.
One thing you did recently for someone, I was eavesdropping, so leave me alone. Because why not? I'm bored. But it was market research. But the one thing I overheard you doing was actually on that Zoom call, because that girl was, I don't know where she was, but she was like in a fit. And he was like, okay, where's the Polaroids? And she's like, I forgot all the Polaroids! And he's like, okay, let's just take it from the top. And he didn't remember because like it was a while ago. And he literally, I heard him, and then I started watching because I'm a weirdo. But I watched him like literally take every piece and go through it with her again. So what it taught me was like, oh, I didn't think it was Zoomable. I
But
didn't
it
think,
is.
Oh,
yeah.
it's very much. Once you
It's same
meet-
with exercise too. Like
Yeah.
if you really want to do an exercise, you can call your trainer, or your trainer could give you videos that they
Coming
made.
for you, Sonny.
Like
once you
coming
meet
for
somebody
you.
once and you get to know them. I mean, I actually have a client in California, and I style her for more corporate events. She works for a huge law firm, and we've never met.
Oh, really?
No, we've only
And how did she
Zoomed
find you?
through one of my good friends that she works with, and she
Okay.
would see one of my good friends who's
And
also
she
a
looks
client,
amazing.
and would
That's
say,
amazing. We
"Who
just take
who
this
does
and
you?
show you
Who
something.
styles you?" And she would say, "This is my friend Steven. Here's his information." She called. I gave her a huge questionnaire to fill out because that helps in
Right.
getting to know the client, and she became a client of mine now.
Amazing. I
Yeah.
love that. And you've never met. You see,
And we've
ladies,
never met
you
in
just have to
person.
find the right person, like
have
the
to
right
find the right
stylist
person.
for you.
And
Yeah.
the thing-
And what we
Right.
do is just make cards.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We make carts, and we review them together, and then she orders what she wants.
I love that.
And
Yeah.
other times I'm speaking for you, but like other things that I've seen you do is ask women, okay, show me what you like. Like, let's say somebody saw your outfit and they just can't afford. Okay. It's like, he's like, okay, but show me what you like, and then maybe he can find something.
Yeah, like in
Right.
Zara or something.
Yes,
Even though
exactly.
Zara is not cheap.
No, it's not
Let me
cheap.
tell you, like,
No,
they went
no,
up.
right.
in
It's not
price.
what
I
it
was
used to
like,
be.
whoa,
For
I
it's not
know,
like
we're
the
on
yeah.
suit is
today.
like $300.
It used to be like an
$100.
H&M
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
a
yeah.
price
100.
point. Yeah.
No, it's like a real like.
But he finds it. Like, I'll send him something off Instagram and just be like, oh, this is what I'm looking for. And then he produces it. So that's another thing. I love it, right? And I'm like, where did you find it? And he's like, shh, shh, shh. And it takes away the stress.
Don't worry about it.
Right.
Anything, okay?
You don't need to see Oz. You don't need to see the man behind the curtain. Just know that you click your heels.
No, I love that. No, so that's a great answer. And now let's talk about these amazing shoes that you brought in. These are like
they're such a weird shoe. Because
let's talk about these. These are for those of you that are not watching on YouTube. We're looking at like Dorothy slippers from like Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
They literally are, but they're not sequined. And I want to just preface.
What is the story behind
I
these?
must give it to you. I'm so glad you asked. Because I know that most ladies would come on here with like a Lubu or like what have you. But these little girl shoes, okay, like literally your favorite shoe. They look like they've been maybe chewed on by a dog at this point. But when I was a little girl, and I'm dating myself, so just let me live my best life. There was a store called Buster Brown, okay? And when you would like go get your new school shoes, you would either get like saddle shoes or you would get Mary Janes, and they usually came in like black and white, and you wore them with those like little ruffle socks, and like this is just what it was.
With the ruffle socks I am now.
Everything
like
comes
so
back.
hot
So
right now.
stop trying to get me.
Don't get rid of things.
Thank
Just,
you.
like, put them like
Thank
just
you.
put them away.
Yes.
Thank you.
But you can't keep everything.
That's true.
Is it true?
This is where we
This is where I have to trust, but I
Yes.
don't. So back to the show. So it was a black and white Mary Jane I was allowed to wear to school. First grade, second grade, kindergarten. We're little, okay. And all I wanted was this red Mary Jane. It was in the windows. They did not make it like it was now, where like the Dorothy ones were everywhere and like sequins were everywhere, and like this was impossible. And I would cry that I really just wanted these shoes so bad. And then finally, I'm walking down this street. If you're from New York and or from Queens, you'll know. If you don't, just live. But it was called Austin Street. And I'm like walking by the shoe store. And I guess like my 4-year-old self is just like dragging. And my dad's like, what's the matter? And he sees me like pressed up against the window, like looking at that shoe the way little girls look at shoes and big girls look at those shoes. And you know how we look, like for, I love you. And he's like, what is it? And I was like, it's these red Mary Janes. And he was like, is that what you want? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay. And I was like, what? So he got them. And when I walked in with them, my mother was like, what is this? Why does she have these?
Oh, she hated them.
She's like, what is she doing with a red Mary Jane? Those are like, And I see her saying it to him, but like, I didn't know what it meant. She's like, a big girl shoe, red. She's 4. And I was like so in love with them. I would not, like Dorothy, if she went to touch them, I swear static came out of them. And she was like, ah! You know what I mean? And it was crazy. And I would sleep in them. And that's the only time they could get them off of me. So obviously, 4 years old, I grow out of them. Fast forward to high school, I'm on 8th Street in the Village. And Steve Madden goes and recreates them.
Yes, I thought it was
and
Betsy
I was
Johnson.
like, no. Am I allowed to curse? Yeah. Oh. I'm like, no fucking way. I'm like, I'm getting these back. Now, it's been like maybe about 16 years, 17, 18 years since then. I walk back in with these, and my mother's like, no!
No, not these.
No, she didn't bring them back!
Not these.
But we finally got rid of them. They were gone.
That is hilarious.
And because
That's
I
such a great
can't...
story.
I mean, do we have the real ones? Well, they may not be in this room right now, but because these are so dogged and I just can't wear them anymore, I was like sad, and I was like, okay, well, this is the time I let them go. I was thrifting at a thing where like a spiritual event, and I just happened, she's 4, and I was like so in love with them. I would not, like Dorothy, if she went to touch them, I swear static came out of them, and she was like, ah! You know what I mean? And it was crazy, and I would sleep in them, and that's the only time they could get them off of me. So obviously, 4 years old, I grow out of them. Fast forward to high school, I'm on 8th Street in the Village, and Steve Madden goes and recreates them.
Yes, I thought it was
And
Betsy
I was
Johnson.
like, no. Am I allowed to curse? Yeah. I'm like, no fucking way. I'm like, I'm getting these back. Now, it's been like maybe about 16 years, 17, 18 years since then. I walk back in with these, and my mother's like, no!
No, not these.
No,
again.
she didn't bring them back.
Not these.
And so we
again.
finally got rid of them. They were gone.
That is hilarious.
And because
That's such
I
a great
can't,
story.
I mean, do we have the real ones? Well, they may not be in this room right now, but because these are so dogged and I just can't wear them anymore, I was like sad, and I was like, okay, well, this is the time I let them go. I was thrifting at a thing where like a spiritual event, and I just happened to pull back Oz's curtain, and I look, and there's a stiletto. So if you see, these are like a cute little girl block one, and there's a still in a big girl's red Mary Jane. And I looked at the two ladies, and I told them the story, and like with everything in their heart, they literally gave them to me for free.
Oh.
And we're like, no, these are your Mary Janes, because by that time my dad had already passed. And I couldn't help but feel like he put them in my line of vision to be like, no, go wear your Janes. So while they're not Dolce and all the things that I love, when I wear them, there's such a connection, and it makes me feel like to bring it together. There's no place but
I love it.
and thank you for sharing.
Well,
Give
for
cheers
letting
to
me share
that.
Cheers. That's a
Mary
great.
Jane.
Thank you.
Well, to close this out,
Let's go.
we're gonna do this quick little fire, this or that.
Yeah,
Rapid
okay.
round.
Love,
All
love.
right, closet therapy or fashion fantasy?
Oh, closet therapy.
Fashion fantasy.
See, I love how different you are. Personal shopping day or let's dump your entire wardrobe on the floor night?
Let's dump your entire wardrobe on the floor night and see where we start.
I need a Xanax, like retail therapy all day, whatever the first one was.
Let's try something new, or that's no, babe.
Let's try something new.
I've developed, let's try something new.
Love it. Red carpet prep or emergency last minute outfit save?
Emergency outfit.
Red carpet
save.
prep!
Emergency outfit.
I'm sure you get a lot of emergency stuff. Oh my gosh. Blowout crisis or button pop mid meeting?
Oh,
Oh my god.
mid-meeting button pop.
Oh my god, that is so.
Those are crisis.
Because you know, if you
Yeah,
could,
that's
you
true
could be
for you.
somewhere, you could pin it, you could put a sweater over your top,
it. I
you could put a scarf. But if you have a blowout crisis, you can't get to a hairdresser
No, you
immediately.
can give it a good shake your rump, and you're ready to go.
I'll take the pop button.
I'll take the blow dry.
Signature scent or signature shade?
Oh,
Am I in your closet? Because
signature scent or signature. That's a tough one, but I'm gonna go for scent.
Oh, okay, if I'm in Anna's closet and I steal all of her Tom Ford, I go for scent. However, shade.
Just go. Styling in real life or styling via FaceTime with iced lattes in hand? Or both?
Both for me.
Yes.
Real life.
Yes, because you get them in real
It's
life.
so
Lucky. Statement jacket or walkaway heels?
Mm,
I'm a jacket whore.
my
I
heel.
mean, I'm a heel.
I know, I'm a jacket whore.
But jackets are cool too.
But
Just can't
wha-
wear them here. It's too hot.
No, I know,
My
I know.
God.
But
All my
honey,
jackets
I always
are like-
overpack for it when I go up north in the winter because I want to
because
use
you
all
wanna
my
use
stuff.
those-
That's
Yes.
it.
Yes.
But hey, as long as you're watching me walk away, we're winning.
Exactly.
Yes.
Cheers to that. Styling wins or ex drama updates or both?
Wait, I'm sorry, styling?
Styling wins or
Okay.
ex drama updates?
Oh, styling wins.
Ooh, how low is my vibration that day?
Like Beyonce concert or Fashion Week street style takeover?
Street style takeover.
Street Styles takeover unless it was with Destiny's Child.
Oh, agreed. Maybe yes.
Okay.
Sam and Steven, thank you for letting us peek behind the curtain. Your dynamic is so fun, fearless, and full of so much heart. And for anyone who has ever thought styling was about vanity, this episode proves it's about visibility, vulnerability, trust, and stepping into your life as the most unapologetic version of who you really are.
I love
It's
that.
amazing.
I love
So
that.
well put. Thank you.
Of course, thank you, and tune in if you've ever stared at your closet and feeling stuck, wondered if you could pull it off, or wanted a style without a man who gets you deeply, your stylist, right?
Amen. Absolutely.
And until next time, walk like you own it, wear what moves you, and remember, sometimes the most powerful thing you could put on is someone who believes in you.
I love
That's
that.
amazing. Oh,
Thank you so much.
Mwah.
I love
Miss
you guys.
Sakaru.
Mwah.
I love you.
This was so much
Love you.
fun.
This is great. Mwah.